Hello everybody, video here for you today. May the 4th be with you. This is the No Cap recap of the May 3rd, 2022 Season 9 finale, Episode 25 of The Curse of Oak Island called Treasure Island. If you missed my recap of Episode 24, there's a link to it in the upper right. Let's get into it. There's an island in the North Atlantic where people have been looking for an incredible treasure for 227 years. Back on Oak Island, Rick Lagina recaps the Portugal findings from Marty, including symbols also found on Oak Island, a similar cobblestone road, as well as an initiation well with 9 levels and the exact dimensions of the money pit as shown here. Marty tells Rick about the cobblestone path he uncovered the previous week on Lot 16 between the swamp and the money pit area. Marty then takes Rick to it, where Laird Niven is finishing the excavation by hand. Rick says that's exactly what he saw in higher elevations in Portugal. Laird says to continue, they have to take the topsoil off of a huge area to uncover all of the road. Marty says all of the area should be metal detected as well. Both of those things will likely have to wait until the spring, which is now in real time. In the money pit area's C1 cluster, shaft B4C is continuing to be sunk into the ground and excavated. It's currently at the 90-foot level, and the hammer grab brings up wood, including complete posts. Metal detection expert Gary Drayton says it's got to be a tunnel. Jack Begley agrees, saying it's not a shaft. Similar wood brought up from the same level a few feet away in shaft C1, carbon dated as early as the 1400s. Gary checks the spoils pile with his metal detector and finds this iron fastener. In the next spoils drop, he doesn't even need his metal detector to see this big hand-wrought iron spike. He dates as 1700s or older. A little deeper, and the hammer grab brings up just water and limestone, further indicating a tunnel above the level of the excavation. Next is bedrock, and so that's the end of the last shaft of 2021. 2 days later, the team meets in the war room for a video conference with representatives of Ideon Technologies of Vancouver, British Columbia. They explain that they will be able to detect mineral metal deposits, faults, voids, and caves via the use of muon tomography. This was teased much earlier in the season on the companion show Drilling Down, so I thought it would have already happened, but apparently it might be a 2022 thing. This same technology was used several years ago to detect the previously unknown voids above the Grand Gallery and the original entrance of the Great Pyramid in Egypt. Plans are in place to rescan the Great Pyramid with newer equipment that will be even more precise. They further explain that it will take 6 to 7 months for the data collection to complete. Fortunately, the next scene is the deployment of the sensors, and the team is wearing short sleeves, which means that the meeting and the deployment likely happened much earlier in 2021. This is also exactly what was in that companion show tease that I saw. They start here near the South Shore pit and will place the sensors in the money pit area after Rock Equipment and Irving Equipment remove their equipment. Next, blacksmith Carmen Legg returns to the research center to examine the latest metal artifacts found. He says this is a rock drill and dates back to the mid-1400s, just like these swages or drill sharpeners found on Lot 21 2 years ago. Marty, Gary, and surveyor Steve Guptill return to Lot 15 to continue metal detecting the path between the swamp and the money pit. Gary finds another ox shoe. Next, Marty meets Craig Tester in the money pit area where Choice Drilling is drilling the boreholes for the muon tomography project. 1 hole will be right in the center of it, and 4 more will be on the east, west, north, and south edges. Craig said the scanning should be done by spring, which is right now. The Fellowship of the Dig assembles in the war room for the final time in 2021. On the table are some of the biggest finds throughout the years. Steve mentions that they found 700 artifacts in 2020 and close to 1,000 in 2021. Rick says he has more interest in the swamp. Marty asks Laird about the possibility of regaining government approval for work in the southeastern corner of the swamp 6 months from the time this was filmed, and Laird replies that he doesn't know which way it's going to go. They are hopeful 2021's meeting with the new Premier of Nova Scotia will aid in getting them in a room with community culture and heritage and end up allowing them to continue work in the swamp with a team of accredited archaeologists just like before. They also discuss continuing to work on the metal anomalies on lots 4 and 8 found earlier in 2021 via magnetometer scans. Marty concludes the meeting saying that the team didn't win in 2021, but they can no longer lose because of the scientific evidence of significant amounts of gold and silver in the Money Pit area. I'll be recapping the new episode of the Drilling Down companion show exploring the Freemason connection in a day or two. A link to that will be in the upper right once it is posted. There will also be new Drilling Down episodes on May 10th and May 17th as well. That will be summarizing previous finds of artifacts and information and possibly new information as well. I am Coach Steve Money, and I am a certified financial coach, certified by Ramsey Solutions. That's Dave Ramsey's company. And you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. These links are also in the video description below. You can email about coaching or anything on my YouTube channel, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can send channel donations to paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. The best thing you can do for me, though, is subscribe. I can't get any money from YouTube until I get 1,000 subscribers. I'm on my way, though. You can add me on the gram. That's Instagram. It's Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And this YouTube channel is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment.